Well, welcome back to Dig It Detecting, everybody. Welcome also to a super special day out in the bush. And as you can see, we've got some special guests with us today, some friendly faces. As you can see, we have Luke from I Dig That 73. We've got Andrew, the father-in-law, and we've got the coffee bush kid with us. Andrew, once again. So two Andrews and look, two Lukes. My name is Luke also. So we're going to have a bit of fun here today. We're going to have the La Wars, the Luke and the Andrew versus the Luke and the Andrew Wars. And we're going to have a bit of a competition and see who can find the most. So I think Luke, I Dig That 73, is teaming up with the coffee bush kid. Oh, yeah. And I'm going to take Andrew, the father-in-law. Look out. And we've got a bit of an edge that we're not talking about, are we, Andrew? No. So a bit of a secret up our sleeve. Yeah, so look, we're just going to have a bit of fun here. We're at an old goldfields township. We are currently standing in the main street, and believe it or not, down this main street used to sit, old stores and grocers, and look, even a couple of old ladies' houses, ladies of the night. You had a lot going on here, some 23 liquor outlets in this one area. So quite an amazing place. The township consisted of around 1,500 people at its peak, and look, it was a boom town and then dropped off with the gold. So once the gold dissipated, all the shops disappeared as well, and look, went on to the next rush. So there is going to be some awesome stuff here to find today, gold included. As you can see, Andrew is running the 5,000. We've got Andrew, the other Andrew, coffee bush kid. He's running the Manacor. I'm running the 900, the EQUINOX 900, and we've got Luke, I Dig That 73, running the 800. So let's get continue to set up, and look, we're all going to pick our spot, run off into the bush somewhere, and see if we can find, or see who can find the best. So let's get set up, let's get started, and let's see how we go. Rightio guys, so we've made our way away for our first target, and we've got it too, and it's a ripper, which I'll show you in a second. I just want to show you how far away we are for our first target though. There is the cars, and that is where we set up our last clip, our introduction clip, and that is where the main township of this gold rush area was. And as you can see, well, it all looks the same. All the bush looks exactly the same, but the reason why I'm going in a northerly direction is, well, that is where the original township used to be. So when the gold was first found in this area in 1862, some bloke come out here and look, he started working for gold. He did find a bit, and the rush was on. The rush continued for about 6 months thereafter, and then the gold petered out. They lost the lead. They could not find where the gold continued to run to, and they all disappeared for about 5 years. It wasn't until 1867 that the gold was found again, the lead was picked up again, and the rush was back on, and all the people come out here, and at its peak it had 1,500 people out here living, working, mining and digging, and over 100 of those are kids, or 100 of those were kids. So there you go. And there was no school, there was no post office, no school, so kids just running free, running wild out in the goldfields here. Anyway, we've made our way off, and the reason being is because we're looking for this. We're looking for glass. We're looking for this, old trees, old bases of trees that have been chopped down. That's been done with a chainsaw too, so not by the miners, but you can see there the old ironbark trees that have been chopped down. And we're also looking for this. So we're looking for rocks and bricks in a formation, like a pile, like what we're seeing in front of us. So look, it all makes sense, and it all paints that picture of an activity or occupation being in this one little area. Once again, you can see a little bit of a rock or brick, or sort of rock, no bricks, but rock and slate and quartz all in this little mound in formation here. So maybe a miner's store, or maybe a miner's hut there, who knows. But look, these are great places to target, and when you're walking around out in a gold rush area, goldfields area, you could walk for days without getting a signal. It is sometimes very far and few between, and you sometimes wonder even if your detector's working. But look, if you try and look for those signs, those readily available signs, the old trees, big old tree bases, the rocks formation, or the bricks, or the glass like I'm holding in my hand here. Look, those are great places to start detecting and really concentrate your time on, and that is exactly what's happened here. So we were walking along through the bush, we weren't getting any signals whatsoever, bits of little rusty tin coming up as negative numbers on the EQUINOX 900, and then bingo, check this bad boy out, a solid 60 on the EQUINOX 900. Let's get all that stuff off. And look, we've got ourselves a little sash buckle. So what a ripper. He's made in Oxford, or Royal Oxford, I think it says. Royal Oxford Street, maybe. So going to be English. And he may even have something written on the back there. And do you know what's really cool about these little buckles? 150 years old. But sometimes, yeah, look at that, he is too. He's going to swivel. Sometimes you can get them back swiveling again. It's almost like you could reuse them again today. Well, you could, So, and they are extremely sharp. You don't want to stab yourself with those little spikes because they are extremely sharp, some 150 years on. So really cool, a little bit more movement, and he'll be moving back and forth freely. We'll be able to use him on our belt. So awesome little piece. And look, as I said, it shows activity, it shows occupation. We've got the old cut down trees, we've got the bit of glass, we've got the rocks formation, and now we've got the little belt buckles. So awesome stuff into the pouch. It's not a coin, but it's a great way to start off the day. And look, we're not even over to the original area of the original township. And once we get there, I'll explain a little bit more history on the area too, which is just fascinating. I just love it. So let's keep going, humming around here a little bit further and a little bit longer and see what else we can find. I'm just spotting something too quickly here. I reckon a bottle on the surface. Oh my God. Oh my God. Well, that's got to help win the day, doesn't it? Davis vegetable painkiller. Oh my God. I've got one of these at home. Now I've got another one, but it's not at home yet. So there we go. We've just come across a little belt buckle, and now we've managed to save a little bottle. And you've seen all that happen. I was going to cut the camera and say, let's keep going, but I seen that glistening sitting there, and look, I had to walk over it and pick him out on camera. So I'm looking for more now. How does that happen? Randomly happen. How has someone not seen that in the past and picked it up? I said, look, let's have a bit of a hum around here. Let's put the bottle safely in the pouch. What a ripper that was. And let's have a bit of a hum around here and see what else we can find. Maybe pick up another bottle. Ideally, I'm looking for a merchant token or an old silver coin. A cricket belt buckle would be nice. Look, there's part of the old miner's roof. So anyway, let's keep going. We're not going to put him in the pouch. Let's keep going though and see what else we can find. Well, we've got another target right here, and well, there he is right there. 25 on the Equinox 900, and that was saying there before. A lot of this tin, and look, a lot of the bottles and glass sitting around like this guy. I did not see him a second ago. So really cool. As I said, keep your eyes out for the bottles, the bricks, the old trees, and look, you just never know what you're going to come across. I like that little bottle we just found. Let's keep cracking along. Well, perfect example of what I was speaking about before, the old tree bases and the ones that have been cut and sprung up new saplings off the side. And as you can see, they are surrounding us everywhere right now. And we've just walked over here, we've just got a heap of targets, a heap of rubbish too. You can just hear it all in the ground. All those iron grunty noises, tones. And then we come across that. Now, I won't lie, I've had a bit of a sneak peek look down there, because that is exactly what a cricket buckle will ring up and sound like, or very similar anyway. But look at what we've got here. We've got an old harmonica, a part of the old reed there. Once again, another miner's relics, and look, one that a miner may have dropped walking through the bush here, looking to get to his next claim and dig some gold. Also one that, look, maybe a miner was camped right here, had his tent set up right here, and he left it behind. So what a ripper, what an absolute ripper piece. These are a copper or brass, so they survive quite a long time, like the old padlocks and belt buckles. It all survives a long time out in the bush here. So 150 years plus this guy would be. And look, he's not going to play a tune anymore, but what a great piece to find out in the bush. Well, funny story, I've got the walkie-talkies with me today. We're on channel 73. I've had these for years. Andrew's got a green one. And look, I was just talking to him on the channel saying, oh, we found a buckle, and we found a bottle sitting on the surface, and then it went flat, didn't it? Or he went quiet, I couldn't hear him again. And I've just been sort of looking off into the distance, waiting to find him, waiting to spot him in amongst the trees. Now I've lost him. Where'd he go? Look, I was talking to Andrew there before, telling him what we'd found, and as I said, he went quiet on the radio, and I lost him. Where is he? He's disappeared altogether. I had him a second ago. So we're just standing here waving to each other like this through the bush. I could just see him, and he could just see me. Now he is completely gone. I'm lost. Every tree looks the same. Oh dear. So I think he's coming over towards me. I can still see Coffee Bush's car right through the guts there. We're a fair hike, aren't we? So Andrew's still down that way somewhere. He is coming. My teammate is lagging behind, isn't he? But that's okay, because we're hitting on the good stuff, and we're not even onto the old township yet. So Andrew spotted me. I'm certain he'll come over this way. We've still got a little bit more over that way to go. Well, as we walk up to this hill, as I said, I try and look for the glass and the bricks and the rocks where the stores and the camps were. We'll touch on a bit of this story. So there was a bit of a murder out in the goldfields here. There was a lot of murders in a lot of goldfields, however this one in particular. And it was actually a storekeeper who murdered his wife. So there you go, he actually assaulted her and belted her up to the point of, well look, he belted her to death. So what happened was he come home there one night from the pub, and he was a local store owner. He come home from the pub and he had accused his wife of cheating on him, which to him she remarked yes, like she didn't deny it apparently, which absolutely enraged him. Look, as you can imagine, probably if she was cheating on him, fair enough, you'd probably get angry. What he did next though was not okay, and he belted her up. He hit her numerous times to the point of look, making her unconscious. So she laid outside the store, outside of the tent, or the hut or whatever it was. She laid outside of the tent there from midnight until 4 a.m. in the morning. It was only 4 a.m. in the morning where he decided, the husband, that he better go and retrieve her and bring her inside. So he brought her inside, 4 a.m. in the morning. You can imagine how cold it would have been out here, bloody hell. So he's brought her inside 4 o'clock in the morning, and look, he's put her to bed. He realised that she was a bit stiff and cold, so he's made her a cup of cocoa and lit the fire and what have you. Anyway, he lay beside her, and look, he lay beside her there, cuddled into her, and it was about 8 o'clock in the morning the next day. He woke up only to realise that she had passed away. She was stiff cold, had dead cold, stiff. I said that twice. she was dead. Anyway, there was a few other storekeepers and local miners in the area, and they had heard the commotion. They had heard what was going on, and they knew a bit of the story and had heard that she'd been belted, whatnot. Anyway, 8 o'clock that morning, she was found dead, as said by the husband. The coroner's inquest did a autopsy on the body. They found that she'd been assaulted to death, beaten to death. And basically, long story short, Mr. Dixon, the bloke who murdered his wife, he actually was charged of murder, and he was actually sentenced to death. Not long later, there was a petition put out, and the petition helped turn that from death, the sentence to death, to actually life imprisonment. So he went and retired in the Melbourne jail for the rest of his life. So there you go. Quite an interesting story. And this whole area, you can see that we're on a bit of a hill now. Let me turn you around. Those flies, they're crazy. You can see we're starting to climb this hill. And if I take you back down, you can see the hill drop back down to those flats there. So the flats where it happened, where Mr. Dixon had his store, was somewhere down there on the flat. It later became known as Murderer's Flat, hence the murder. So, and up here, this is the original hill. This is originally 1862 where the gold was first found for this area. And as I said, that the gold lead ran further down, southerly, down towards the cars where they're parked. And look, the township ended up down there. So originally though, there was stores and huts and miners camped around here working the gold. And as I said, the murder taking place down the bottom of the hill on the flats. Murderer's Flat. So really cool, really cool. I'll tell you what, must have been a tough life. A really, really tough life. So anyway, this is about as good a spot to start swinging as any. As you can see, the further we go up the hill there, the more the holes start dropping off. All the miners' holes start disappearing. So what we're looking out for is the miners' holes. In amongst the miners' holes, we're looking for bricks, glass, broken tin, chopped down big old tree bases, and that's where we're going to be targeting our time. So let's do it. Let's see what we can find. There he is, Andrew. We found him. It only took me about half an hour. So we're actually walking. Sorry? We went a fair way. I've nearly walked to Adelaide and back. Yeah, just about. I did. I didn't tell him where the gold was. I haven't seen a snake yet, which I'm quite surprised. I've been jumping and skipping over logs like a bloody butterfly, like a frog. So I got the gaiters on, as you can see, but that only protects you below the knee. Doesn't stop anything biting you above. Nah. So check out what I got. You got an old bottle. Gold Sovereign. Just one. I got rid of the rest. I didn't want them weighing me down.
Sitting in the sun for a while, isn't it?
How cool's that?
Pretty cool.
Just sitting there.
Nice top on him.
Yeah. Yeah, nice old blob top.
Yeah.
So, and he was literally just sitting there, like, well, not right there,
Yeah,
but miles over there.
Yeah. I
And-
saw your way over there.
Yeah.
Then I lost you. And
Did-
then you got on the fucking two-way then.
Yeah, right. Did you see me jump up on the tree log? I was
No.
like 10 foot tall. I
Yeah,
was trying to be
right.
like a big
That's
flagpole.
probably when I saw you.
Probably
Yeah,
thought, how did Luke get so tall?
No, that's cool.
Got the old harmonica reed.
All right.
And last piece. This might put us in front so far.
Well, it might.
I think we've done pretty well.
Yeah.
Bottle, harmonica and buckle.
Yeah, I got
So
jack shit, man.
bottle, brass and buckle.
Yeah.
BBB.
BBB.
So sweet. And I was just walking over that hill where the first township was in 1862. You walk over the flat here, like we're sort of in the flat at the moment,
Yeah.
in amongst the diggings.
Yeah.
But as you walk over, the hill starts going up, and that would be your original hill.
That's
Yeah.
Murder Hill, or what do they call it?
Well, Murderer's Flat is what we're on now, in amongst the
We're on now, isn't it?
yeah, in amongst the diggings. And as you walk over there, it sort of becomes that hill
Yeah.
that we spoke
I
of.
thought it
So.
might have been this hill here, eh?
Well, that would be connecting to it, most
Yeah.
definitely. Yeah, it sort of runs all the way. You can see that yellow clover,
Yeah.
ragwort or whatever it is on top of
Yeah,
it. So
whatever it is. Yeah.
I think that's what it is. It's everywhere.
I think that's what it is.
So yeah, but interesting. That bottle, I can't believe that bottle.
Yeah,
Just
yeah. Sitting on top.
I was about to turn the camera off, and I just said, "Hang on a minute, what's that over there?"
Yeah, right.
So-
That's cool.
Yeah, doesn't get much more random than that, does it? And how many detectorists would have been out here
Yeah.
chasing bloody gold?
Gold, and
Yeah,
probably walked over the bloody thing.
you probably thought, don't want that. It's not full of gold.
An old bottle, who wants that?
That's not gold. Yeah.
No, that's
So
cool.
what a ripper. That might help us win the day.
Yeah, I reckon it
So
will.
I'm thinking we're going to get back over to Andrew and Luke and see how they're going. I see that.
That way now.
Yeah, what they've
Yeah.
been finding. We're going to swing all the way back. I can't even see the car now. It's lost.
Down over there. Oh, there it is. Straight through there.
Oh, yep. Can just see it. Luckily, Andrew's car's white. You'd never spot my grey one.
No, we did hard.
We'd be lost. We'd be walking all over looking for it.
No, not lost yet.
I was going to say, lucky we know what we're doing.
Yeah.
We're trained in the bush, aren't we?
Yeah, we've got a bit of bloody experience.
Pretty hard to get lost in the bush if you know what you're doing. So that's it.
This stuff, it's open, you can see.
That's right. I've been to Adelaide and back already.
Yeah,
So and I managed to
you
walk.
didn't get lost.
I didn't get lost. So
No.
all right, let's wander back to the cars. It's coming on 11 o'clock. We'll wander back and grab a drink. And look, we might even tell Andrew and Luke about this area and get back over here and drive the cars back over here.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
we'll all have a go over here because I don't know if it's going to produce much, but we won't know unless we try.
That's right.
How do I start?
You start.
How do I start this clip?
Yeah.
Just like this.
Yeah, just like this.
So we're walking along and look, as I said, we're walking back to the car. You can, well, they're getting closer. They're getting bigger, the cars. Walking back though. Oh, it's a double jumper too. Oh,
Two of them. Side by side.
well, generally when you get that double jumping tone, it simulates it being a coin.
Yeah.
Oh. So are you,
Dang it.
what's popping up on the screen there is a solid 39. Now, if anybody knows target IDs for the Equinox 900 here, the Equinox 800, a 15 is a half sovereign and 18 is a full sovereign. And I can confirm that because I've found them. This here, the Equinox 900, I've never found a gold sovereign with. However, a 38 or 39 mostly solid is a half gold sovereign, and a solid 50 is a full gold sovereign. Look what we've got. We couldn't be that lucky, could we?
We could, oh, you are. Luke the bloody fluke.
Bottle on the surface, buckle that we've dug for, now a sovereign. We can't take it home, it doesn't start with B.
Oh, I'll take it.
Oh dear, did I hit it? I hope not. Oh, look at that soil too. If this is a sovereign, this could be quite juicy.
Is it very deep?
No, not that deep at all. Oh my God. We've got a
Another buckle.
buckle. That was a good try though, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And he was a good target. As I said, in the bush, in the goldfields, you walk along for a while and you think, there's nothing here. My detector's not working. And then bingo, you hear those solid targets, just like that one ringing up. So there we go. If we haven't won the day before with our little buckle in our pouch, in our bottle, we've probably got it now.
Yeah, let's
Two.
hope so.
Two buckles.
Got to beat Luke and Andrew.
We've got to beat, we've got to beat Coffee Bush and Luke. I dig that 73.
Yeah.
So now all we need to do is look up from here and try and spot a bottle like we did there before, another vegetable painkiller bottle. Oh dear, that was meant to be a sovereign, but that's okay because it's still a lot of fun. And I tell you what, we nearly made it with a sovereign, but we got, look, we got fortunate enough with a little buckle, not a bit of rubbish. And as I said, when you hear those nice signals out in the goldfields, you know you're onto something good. Let's get over and see what the guys have got. Rightio, so we've made the long trek and we've made it back to camp. We're just stopping for a quick drink and a bite to eat. And look, I just got the fellas here, Andrew and Luke, and I wanted to show them what we've found as we went trekking off into the bush there. So let's do it. Let's bust it all out and let's see if we're going to win the day so far.
Oh yeah.
One wee little buckle, two wee little buckles. That's about in the front. A Corona bottle top.
Oh, that'll win you points.
That's got to place me somewhere.
Well, no one wants to touch the stuff these days.
I touched it. I got Corona now. A harmonica reed. He sung up nice and loud.
They do.
We've got. I've got to dig deep. I'm still going. We've got a pull tab. You told me I would not find a pull tab out here. As soon as I found it, I was like, Andrew. We've got a holy dollar flat washer, a bit of glass, bit of an old paper shotgun shell cartridge, and the last but not least, and the best, is the wee little bottle that I found sitting on the surface. Is that not uncanny or what?
Painkiller.
It hasn't killed my pain.
That's at Davies.
Davis, yeah. They come in all different ages too. I've got a few at home with the screw top variety. Obviously, here's the old blob wipe top.
Yeah,
so
that's good. It's applied top too.
Yeah, he'd be late 1800s, I dare say.
19 maybe.
Yeah, dating back to
1880.
one of the miners. He probably had a belly full of grog and a belly full of oysters. They used to serve oysters out on this goldfield, believe it or not, about 5 hours inland from the coast. By car today, so you can imagine, as Andrew said, they'd be green. You can imagine how they got them all the way out here to the goldfields to sell them to the miners. So, dare say some miner would have had a belly full of grog and a belly full of oysters. He probably wasn't feeling the best, and he probably took a bit of vegetable painkiller to get rid of his pain. I don't know what that stuff was, so it wasn't a cough medicine anyway. So,
good.
Very cool. So no coins thus far.
No.
So no cricket buckles, no snake buckles. No gold sovereigns. Yet.
No cricket buckles, yeah.
Yeah.
Don't worry about the sovereigns.
Yeah, they're here. They're here somewhere. They're hiding.
Yeah,
So,
bloody good.
well, what is the game plan? We can hum around here a bit further. I do have a secret up my sleeve, which I can inform you and let you in on about.
Yeah.
And we can return to that very spot, which is where I plucked a few of those things. I'm not saying it was easy going, but it's a little bit different a spot than this. It's just up the track.
Yep, whatever.
So we can drive up there or we can walk up there. I've probably done enough walking. We'll probably drive. So we'll put our finds away and look, we'll venture up there and we'll see what else we can find for the rest of the day. Rightio guys, so here we are. We've shifted off into the bush and we've made our way back over to Murderer's Flat. So look out. Hopefully the murderer's not still hanging around. But look, we're just looking down a few holes here, a few of the shafts. As I said before, none of this area was sunk, you know, it was never deep lead. It was the deepest shaft here was bottomed at about 30 feet deep. So not too bad at all. But just looking down this shaft here, we're spotting all the tin, bits of guttering and bits of old tin too. And I just happened to notice a bit of really old concrete over the back there. So I'm sort of wondering, is the tin related to one of the old stores or buildings here? Everything was, you know, wooden structure or even a tent, easily picked up and moved along to the next rush. And that is exactly what happened. As soon as the gold disappeared, so did all the stores and the miners. So just wondering, have they left some remnants down there, or has that come a lot later? We're not too far away from the track here. Has someone come here and done a dodgy, thrown all their rubbish in the hole, which is quite common as well. So just don't know, but it's interesting to see as we're walking around, looking down these shafts and checking out the area. Well, did you see that? Probably not, because I did not have the camera running. Oh, there we go, 45 on the Equinox 900, walking through the bush in a bit of a daydream. To be honest, I was about to start filming and talking, telling stories about this place, all the stories that I've read in the past. But interesting enough though, we just got a little signal on the Equinox 900. As I said, daydreaming, looking up in the trees, our 45 on the Equinox 900, and it brings us our wee little button, our first button for the day. I'll be buggered, so I'll be buttoned, I should say. Awesome little find though, and look, I've seen Andrew Coffee Bush Kid here trailing behind me before. Luke is somewhere, and Andrew, my father-in-law, well, I don't know. We'll probably have to get him on the radio if his radio's on. So let's have a look. Let's see. Oh no, mine's not even on. Maybe he's been trying to call me. Andrew, got you on channel? It's not, nothing's happening. Nah, he's got it turned off. So batteries in the unit. He's not even using it. I didn't even have mine turned on. He could have found gold sovereigns. We don't even know it. So anyway, let's keep going. We got a little button in the pocket, and we just need to find 2 more to keep up with Andrew. Let's see how we go. Well, I think we might have found the button tree. This tree right in front of us. We got the last button out from there, and as I said, it was a 45. Check this out. Ho, ho, ho. Another button. And we've got something over the back here too. We might have just found the spot to be, eh? Nice, very nice. That could be a bit of tin. We're going to dig him up though. So years ago when I was here too, not in this exact area, but actually down at the first area that we're at this morning. Oh, what was that I just knelt on? Something sharp? Let's kneel on again. Basically, I found an old brooch, and look, I'll throw the picture up top left corner. It was a fascinating old brooch, and don't ask me who it was representing, the exact name. I can't remember. I'm not Russian, but it was representing a Russian Tsar bride, like the Tsar Queen or something, or the Tsar bride. And it was a 2-piece buckle, so belt buckle. You had the wife on one side and the husband on the other side. And as the buckle come and joint together around the waist of the person, it clipped together, signifying, you know, the uniting of the 2 parties, the wife and the husband being married. So really cool. And I found, I found the Russian lady's side. Yes, button number 2. Look out! What a bad boy! How awesome is that? I did see Coffee Bush Kid over there somewhere. Where is he? There he is. Oh, he's right in front of me. Hey, Andrew. We found the button tree. The button tree. There's buttons everywhere. Here he comes. We only need 1 more and we've got you, mate. Who knows? It might be hiding around this tree. We've got another target over the back here to dig out too. Where is he? Is he a little button? Oh, I love this game. I love this game. There it is, number 3. Number 3 button. We've just caught up with Andrew Coffee Bush Kid. So how awesome. And look, we haven't even made our way all the way around the tree yet. It was first button there, second button there. You've seen it happen. Third button come out from there. So awesome, awesome, awesome stuff. We may just be getting onto the hot spot. Where the coins possibly might come out. So put the pick down there, make it easier, free hands to shoo the flies away, and let's continue on around this tree and see if we can't snag a number 4 button. You haven't had a decent target? No. That's good. I like to hear that. No, we just got 3 buttons around this tree, so we're even Steven. Look out. See if we can snag another one. I did hear another signal, which I left, that one there, and I continue walking around the tree, around the quay. What am I talking about? I'm that excited. Buttons will do that. 18, so he's very, very similar to that last signal. And he's literally sitting on the surface there, or just under. Let's have a bit of a scratch. Whoops. Very light scratch. We don't want to damage anything. And let's have a bit of a look with the pinpointer. I'm going to be able to hit on him, no worries. No worries. There he is, over the back there. We're just in the wrong spot. This is going to be another button, I'm certain of it. It can't not be. That's 4 in the one area. Makes sense to me. Let's have a look. Never been so excited over a button. There it is. Oh, what happened here? Did someone lose their shirt? Did someone get in a fight? Did someone sleep under the tree? I don't know. That's 4 buttons in a row though. And that's putting us on the board and then some, isn't it? So there he is, number 4. He'll have that little split pin straight through the guts. He's very hard to see, but one that we can put through the tumbler. Definitely a button too, coming out from the same area. So that was 2 there, 1 underneath my pick, and 1 over there. Let's drop him in the pouch and keep on cracking. So I think we've done it again. Walking off from those last few buttons, we've got another 45 on the nose. He's a double jumper. So let's give him a look and see what he's going to be. He can also be a shotgun shell. They do come up around the 40, 45. The same with the pull tabs. However, I don't think it's going to be a pull tab out here. You never know, it could be. Oh, quite a big guy. He's not going to be a button. Could be a cricket buckle. What did I say? It could be a pull tab, and there we go. We've got our pull tab. That's okay, that's our second today. I'm going to rub this one in Andrew's face too, the father-in-law, because he said to me on the way up here today, you won't find any pull tabs today, mate. I really doubt you'll find them. I thought those guys turn up anywhere, Andrew. There's number 2, and we've proved that. So, dear, could have been a button, but it wasn't. But that's okay, we're going to get on and snag that next one, and hopefully, I'm really ideally looking for a coin now. Well, can I just say something really quickly for anybody out there watching? And look, I know not everybody is responsible for this. However, things like this, when I go out into the goldfields, it always makes me shake my head. I always think to myself, oh, come on, you could have done better than that. So look, we've got a Powerade bottle here, and that's not the first one I've seen. I've seen a lot of other bottles and just rubbish laying around in the bush, in the goldfields here. And look, we all enjoy getting out here, whether it be bike riding, bird watching, metal detecting, bushwalking, you know, whatever you do, mountain bike riding, it doesn't matter. This is our backyard. This is where we get to enjoy those recreational activities. But that is not enjoying it. That's enjoying it and being a bit, look, taking advantage of it is the way I see it. You're just throwing your rubbish out here. You've had the idea to bring it out here so you don't go thirsty and you need a drink. But look, you didn't have the idea to take it home, take it with you. Instead, your idea was just to throw it in the bush and let everybody walk around it. It's not good enough. It's lazy. It's slack. And look, it's a bit un-Australian because this is our country and this is our backyard. This is where we do our recreational activities. As I said, metal detecting is a very popular one at that. And so the last thing we want to happen is for places like this to be locked up, or, you know, told that we're not allowed to be doing these recreational activities in again, especially metal detecting. So it is a bit of a shame. I don't mean to be a negative Nelly, harp on it, but it does really frustrate me. And not only that, but holes left open. If you've got the pick and you've got enough energy to dig it out, have enough energy to fill it in. Otherwise, don't even go after it. You're going to dig a hole, fill it back in. It's as simple as that. And you're going to bring rubbish out in the goldfields, take it home with you. It's not that hard. It's quite easy. And look, here I am taking someone else's bit of rubbish with them, but it's the right thing to do, and that's what I'm going to do. So just having a bit of a negative Nelly moment, talking about all the rubbish left in the bush and the holes left open.
Yeah, holes are a problem.
It's not good enough. It's very lazy, and sadly it's going to ruin it for the rest. So
But speaking of holes, I've probably got one in my stomach that needs filling.
you do?
Should we head back for lunch?
I'm getting that way a bit myself.
Well,
Yeah,
we're only ever 2 hours away from starvation.
100%.
I can vanish.
If I stand behind that tree sideways, you won't even see me.
I'd
As-
stand the other side and you wouldn't know I was
We can hide from each other. Well, there you go. You've heard it. We might go back for a bit of a bite to eat. And look, I think I'm going to rip this jumper off too, because it's getting extremely warm. So look, and we may even grab a drink. The difference being though is we'll take the empty bottle home. Oh my God, get out of here. I think we've done it. Oh dear, we have too. I think we've got a little English threepence, and I was not expecting that at all, as you can tell by the excitement of my voice. He rung up at a very, very funny sound. Oh, that is silver too. Look at the silver on the side. Yes, we've done it. We've found an old silver that the old miners would have dropped, and he's right on the side of the track here. So this is amazing. This is what I was after today. A go away fly. They're just everywhere. Oh, they're relentless. Let's have a look. I'm so excited. This is going to be a little English threepence, I dare say. As I said, I come across this really trashy pile and I didn't think much of it, of this signal. I thought, oh, just another bit of rubbish. It did not ring up like a silver coin would. Oh, look at that, 19 something. He's an Old English. I can see the wreath around the outside. This makes me very happy. We better call up Andrew on the radio and tell him we've done it. There we go. 1861, not 19, 1861. And that suits this timeline of this area absolutely. Whoop, we're nearly losing him. Suits this timeline for this area quite nicely. Remember 1862 was when the miners were first finding gold here. So there we go. That is a little perler. I am so stoked. He's going to have a Queen Victoria on the back. He's cleaning up quite nice too. So we're just making our way down to, I will say too, oh, you're not on the back, he's not cleaning up very nice. We're making our way down further down this track, and there was a hotel somewhere in there. There was a coach office and a coach exchange, a post office, an agency. Look, it was all happening along this track. So I'm staying the right hand side of the track and I'm working my way down over the top of all these old buildings that I know used to be there. So, and what I'll do too is I'll throw up map top left corner and you'll see what I'm referring to, and that is why your research really pays off. If I did not have that map, who knows, I'd probably be out in the goldfields there in amongst the diggings. I would not be walking this track knowing that all the buildings were on the right hand side here, and we probably wouldn't have picked up on this little wee coin, would we? Still trying to clean him up, and he won't clean up on the back, so we're just going to take another look at the front. 1861. Oh my god, I am absolutely stoked. Who cares about the flies? Who cares about the heat? There is our silver coin, and the one that we've been looking for all day. The main street is tucked back up around there, so we've sort of walked all the way down to this point, and as I said, the shops continued on. So what else are we going to find as we walk our way on? Who knows? Let's keep going. Well, this target was not hard to find, was it? Look at that. Someone's jammed all their wire, old wire too, it's very thick, all their wire and all their chicken wire into this old mine, old hole. We've got more over here, all the rubbish getting dumped off. Not good, not good. I know they're the old miners' holes, however, it's part of our history. You go fill them with rubbish like that, it just ruins it, doesn't it? So pretty exciting though, after that little thrippence. I've not told Andrew yet either. Let's give him a radio up on camera. Let's see what he says. You got a 10-4 there, big rubber ducky? I hope he's got his radio on. Andrew. He hasn't got it on, I bet ya. Yo, 10-4. Andrew. Nah. He's lost his radio, I think, or he's left it at the car, or he's lost in the bush. Oh well, let's keep going, finding more silver coins. Well, haven't we walked a mile today, hey? I've easily completed my 10,000 steps on my watch, I'm sure, which I can't check right now, but we'll check a little bit later. It's about to come on 2 o'clock, and we've been going since 8 o'clock this morning, and it took us a bit over 2.5 hours to get here, and we still got to drive home. So it's a big day, and look, we've really enjoyed it. We did pull a silver coin before. I think we're doing pretty good at that. However, we do have a nice sounding target just underneath, well, just off to the side of my coil. I'm too busy shooing these flies away. They are everywhere. They're out of control. So let's have a look at him. Just clear away all that top scrub. I do believe that, go away stick. I do believe that I'm on top of the old pub too. I'm seeing a lot of broken bottles and tin and bits of rock and stuff sort of smashed around. So listen to that though. They are very far and few between, signals like that in the goldfields. You know, we did get the little thrippence there before, little English silver coin. However, everything else has been, look, bits of brass and copper and nails and buttons and look, nothing too, it's not a coin site, put it that way. Nothing too spectacular on the coins. And you've got to expect that when you're out in the goldfields, because let's face it, a lot of miners, they're out here to make money and not to come out here and spend it. They had to come out here and make it. And yes, they had to live on the goldfields. Yes, a lot of the time they lived at the pub or nearby and bought food from the pub and lived off alcohol from the pub. However, you can't, you know, imagine there are a lot of miners out in the field here. Look, out of about 10, probably only about, well, 4 or 5 of them were making good money. Probably making enough money to be able to live comfortably and move on to that next goldfields. The rest of them were probably just getting by. So just making enough to live every day. Maybe have a drink at the pub that night, but not really making enough to get rich, but that's for certain. So a lot of people have never found their fortune on the goldfields, unfortunately. They didn't find their fortune, but we certainly are. You just seen all that happen. There we go. If we did not win the day before, we've definitely won it now. That's another little English threepence, and I'm certain it's going to be English because, well, look, we're out in the goldfields. This area, it was only active during the 1860s, therefore through to about the 1870s. Oh, these flies are relentless. 1870s, everybody disappeared. So this coin has to be dating, once again, prior or around the 1860s, 1870s. I'm thinking 1880s there, which still makes sense. Could have been a few miners puddling around out here right up until the 1900s, just that the records do not show. 1887, I'm 1987 born. That coin is exactly 100 years older than me. That was meant for me to find. There we go, that is awesome. 2 little silver threepence. We've done some miles in the bush today, but it's certainly paid off, hasn't it? We've had a look. We've had a brilliant day. Queen Victoria on the back there. We can see her a lot better. And no, that is not the same coin as what we found before. I have the other one tucked away safely in my pouch. Where this guy's going to go? 1887, 100 years on, or 100 years earlier from when I was born. As I said, I was meant to find that coin. So who knows? Maybe look, if we're on the old pub site right now, maybe someone walked out of the pub drunk. Dropped their 1887 coin, walked further and dropped their 1861 coin over the back there, wherever we were before. I don't know, I'm lost. Anyway, let's keep going. What a bloody ripper. You can hear the smile on my face. Doesn't matter about the flies. As I said, I've got about 50 flies humming around my face. But doesn't matter, we are happy. Absolutely stoked. So let's keep going. Let's get rid of these flies. See if we can find another silver coin. Before we move away from that silver coin, I'm too excited. I've got to tell Andrew. Let's see if his radio's working this time. Yo, go gorilla. What's he doing? He's lost. You got a copy?
Yes, Luke.
Look out, we've got you. We've found you. Where are you?
I'm kneeling down.
You don't have a Luke or an Andrew near you, do you?
A Luke somewhere around near me?
Can he hear you?
No.
Good. Well, I may have just helped secure the day. I've plucked out one little silver coin and I just got another one.
That's good.
Followed by a gold sovereign.
Yeah, right.
Why do you not believe me?
I wonder.
I did get 2 threepences though. I tell you what, I'm working on the 3rd one now, so I hope you're after that bit of gold, buddy.
Yeah, I got something small, but I can't find it yet.
Just leave it in the hole and just say to Andrew and Luke it was a bit of gold, but you're leaving it there for next time.
Yeah, no worries.
All right, I'll keep going, see if I can find a few more silver coins, and I'll meet up soon and we'll win the day.
Okay.
What a cracker. These little things are so handy. A must have when you're out in the bush. Let's keep going. What do you got?
Got a bit of quartz,
Bit of quartz.
a bit of yellow on it.
So gold sovereign hanging off the side of the quartz.
Yeah. Like a big cream ring.
Jeez, I want to see that one. I'll swap you a silver coin.
You got the machine turned off?
No. I'll turn mine off. It'll interfere with Andrew's. Woo! Oh, that's just your watch. What watch?
Hang on, I'm not wearing one.
You had to double think about that then, didn't you? Give us a listen.
Look at that. Don't rub me gold off.
Oh, you're joking. He has too.
Bloody hell.
Oh, bloody hell, all right. Let me zoom you in.
That's brilliant.
Andrew, you've just got like a couple of grams worth of gold there, I reckon. That's going to be quite big when you crack it open.
Yeah, yeah.
Let's have a listen. Wow, what a screamer. Well,
Yeah, I think we can admit defeat now.
if the two little thrippies didn't get you, I think the guy.
Gold will, yeah.
I'll tell you what, Wayne Armstrong, eat your bloody heart out, mate, because this bit of gold here is found with the 5,000
That he gave me.
that you gave Andrew.
Yeah.
So look, Wayne Armstrong. Wayne, that's yours, actually. I'll post it out to you. Thanks for coming, Andrew. You've got Wayne's gold for me?
Yeah, I got Wayne's gold.
Nah, look, that is sensational. And do you know what? All the times I've went out, hang on, let me zoom back in. I can't do everything at once. I'm too busy, too excited.
Really?
I am. Because every time I've went out looking for gold, I've never ever seen you find a bit of gold, fella.
No. Twice
So-
I've been out, twice I've been, since I've owned this, and it's 2 bits of gold.
Wow.
I'm actually busting at the moment. Do you want me to clean that for you?
Oh, I'd love to see it clean.
Can't put it in your mouth.
I'd love to.
No, I'm busting for a week.
Yeah, no, I'd love to see it clean. That's what I mean. I'll hold it for you. Yeah, just I've got long. No, I'll hold the rock. Here, I've got long arms. I'll just squat down a bit there. Oh yeah, keep it G-rated, Andrew. There's going to
Must be bloody rated G.
be a lot of beeps in this video, mate. Well done, well bloody done. And you said you're after the gold today.
Yeah, I'm after the gold today. I was a bit worried it was a bit of clay stuck in there, and
I am
then I
so
waved it over and I got, oh, that's noisy.
I am so happy for you. I'm so ecstatic. Well done. And as I said, that's your 5,000, Wayne,
Yeah.
that you gave Andrew last year at our event. So,
That's
mate,
2 bits. Thanks, Wayne.
yeah,
You're a legend, mate.
I tell you what, Andrew, you owe Wayne a beer, or 3 or 10,
Oh yeah, I'll give him a 6-pack.
however many that gold nugget will buy.
Yeah, I'd say a few.
A few beers.
I don't know where to put it, but I've got nowhere to hide it.
Here, I'll hold on to it for you.
Sure.
Coffee,
10-cent pieces.
coffee bush will hold it for you. Mate, have you showed Luke?
No,
No.
because I saw you and I thought, I got to tell Luke, I can't help
Well
it.
done. Well done, Andrew.
And I was
Well
gonna
done,
leave
mate.
it over there.
No.
Nah, the excitement got to me. You know.
I thought you were going to bring over something and go, oh, I think it's got gold in it. I have to wait till I get home and crack it or something.
Yeah.
Didn't expect you to bring over a rock with a big chunk of gold hanging out of it.
Yeah.
Have you got it still on you? I want to take a picture if that's all right.
Yeah.
Get a happy snap with Andrew with his gold. Hold it up. Show us your gold. Big smile. Oh, he's happy. Happy days. And let's get in there and get a good picture of it while we're recording. Andrew, you've done really well, mate.
I've done
I've
exceptionally
just
well.
got to get a few more snaps with you holding it, because that is awesome.
Dig it detecting in there.
Wow, yeah. Get your face in there and dig it detecting.
And me nugget.
Happy days,
Yeah.
happy days. Well done, well done. 2 threepences, an old bottle laying on the surface, gold nugget. God. Good.
Poor buggers, I feel sorry for them now.
Should we just leave now?
We might as well.
Look, as we said last time we went out and had a competition day like this, yeah, we got flogged. Andrew and I couldn't even get on the board. Look, it is what it is. You know, some days you have success and some days you don't. And I tell you what, I've really bloody worked for it today, and so has Andrew. And look, Coffee Bush and Luke have too. It's sometimes all about the ground that you walk over and a bit of luck. Yeah. I mean, look at the space out here to cover. You could say there's a coin over there, but unless you walk in the exact right spot, you're not going to find it. That's a huge.
Way over in there.
Right, and got the gold.
Yeah.
Where were you exactly?
No, just over there.
Show me, come and show me. No.
I think I filled it in.
Oh, we'll go back and fill it in. Bloody messy detectorist, leaving holes open.
I filled it.
You better not fill it in, leave it as a marker. There could be more gold in there.
Oh.
So,
No, I waved the detector over, that's all it was.
oh, well done.
I'm going to have a cigarette after that.
Too much exciting. He needs a smoke. So you better take that gold nugget. You better take that gold nugget in your pocket and show Wayne in another couple of weeks' time.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure he'll love to see it. And we'll be camping in Wanyara campgrounds over the 25th of November weekend, the Saturday. Bring your gold detector, bring your coin relic machine. There's going to be plenty of activities there to do. So we're going to be taping off an area, burying a heap of coins. So there'll definitely be stuff there to find for you guys. And not only that, it is a gold bearing area. And last year we were there, well, it was about 12 or 13 grams of gold pulled out in that one area. So pretty exciting stuff. I know who will be taking his 5,000 to this year's event. Andrew.
I had it last year, the last day.
That's right. Didn't have time to use it though.
No.
So he'll be using it this year.
Yeah.
And look, probably pulling more gold. Well done, Andrew. Well done. Rightio guys, so sadly that wraps it up for us today. And look, it's been an absolute cracker of a day. Andrew will tell you that. But look, we've had a really great day. We've got the Coffee Bush kid there and I Dig That 73, and they've got their finds tucked away over in the ute, which we'll get to and talk about in a second. First off though, I want to share and show what we've done hunting for today. And look, a lot of this stuff you would have seen coming out throughout the day. However, just a conclusion to show the wrap up for the end. So Andrew told me I would not find any pull tabs. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pull tabs later, we proved him wrong 6 times. We've got some shotgun shells down off the side there, a couple of little 22 bullets, the old galvanised screw, the old bit of crockery, pottery, a couple of the old toe caps that used to be on the miners' boots there, help protect the ends and the backs of the boots, and look, a couple of stones that we picked up for Andrew to play around with and cut and polish in future. You can see there the quartz crystal. What did you call it there before, Andrew?
Olivine.
Olivine quartz crystal. Really cool, and the sun's out now for us to have a look at. And we've also got that little quartz stone with some really cool lines in there. Andrew, as I said, he can polish them up and cut them there later. He loves that sort of stuff, loves these gemstones. So a couple of buckles there, as you've seen coming out before. We also got the 4 buttons, a little Davis painkiller vegetable oil bottle, the old harmonica reed, and my favourite, the 2 little silver coins. Can you see how many flies are humming around me right now?
Yep.
Oh, I'm just going to eat them. Actually, I just did. I just ate one. Oh, there we go. So look, we've got 2 little silver threepences there, both English, and the first one coming out was in 1861, which, as I said, predates this area by just 1 year. The miners were first coming here in 1862 and looking for gold. And I will say they're a little bit north of where we are right now. They'll probably be a couple of k's up the road there. And here is where the township later settled and later went deserted, become abandoned. So as the gold was mined out, the miners all left with it. So we've got the next little threepence there, once again English, and as I said, 1887. That guy's exactly 100 years older than what I am, born in 1987. So, whoa, there is flies everywhere. This is intense, crazy. They're going in behind my glasses and everything. So now, Andrew, that is my pile. What did you do, young fella?
Oh, bugger all, mate.
Just a button?
Yeah, just a button and a stone.
You want to take us through your button and your stone?
No, I got a shitty old button.
So I think it's pretty special. So Andrew's got a wonderful old button. Is that gold coming out of there?
No,
I think there is. There's gold embedded in that button.
Don't say.
I'm sure of it. It's got writing on it. What he does have gold embedded in though, not the button, the stone. And look at that. Well, I was going to say, you can hold him. Just twist him round there. I'll hold him.
Yeah, you hold him.
We'll just twist him round there. Andrew's going a bit of a clean up with the water bottle. And as you can see, there is gold studded right through that quartz specimen, or right through the quartz rock, making it a gold quartz specimen. So just a ripper piece, and you can actually see a little bit of the gold has even broken away there as that quartz stone has split in half. So you might still have a bit of gold laying out in the goldfields, mixed in with a bit of quartz.
I'll come back next week.
Or maybe the miner took that piece 150 years ago, and you've got the other.
Yeah, probably.
You've got the other bit. So he didn't see that bit. He didn't have a detector.
No.
So just at a rough guess, how much? Just at a rough guess, how much gold do you think you've got in that, mate? I'm sort of guessing around the 3 gram mark.
Okay, a couple.
Couple?
A couple.
So Andrew might bust it open with the dolly pot, or he may even do a dead weight water test where he can weigh up how much quartz is in there compared to how much gold is in there, and suss it out.
Yeah,
so
I don't know how to do that, man.
Don't know how to do that? I'll have to YouTube it.
Yeah, YouTube, man. YouTube's good for everything.
Yeah, that's right. So anyway, really good day, and look, as I said, if you want to see Coffee Bush Kid's finds, Luke from I Did That 73, be sure to head over to the Coffee Bush Kid YouTube channel. Give him a subscribe, give him a follow, give him a thumbs up, drop a comment on his videos, because it all helps support us YouTube content creators. And look, as I said, you'll be able to check out what he did for the day. So what do you reckon? Great day, guys?
Yep.
Great day.
Yep.
And record.
Ah, there we go. Now I take base off there as Luke says goodbye and I say goodbye, goodbye, goodbye.
Goodbye, farewell, it's time to say goodbye.
Alright, well it's been a good time out. Thank you, Luke, for being on my side, even though it may not have been the winning one. Congratulations to your great find that everyone's going to have to go over and have a look on Luke's channel. And Luke, thank you, mate.
Most welcome. Anytime. What a great day.
It's been a brilliant day.
Apart from, who brought the flies?
Yeah, I don't know who brought the flies.
They weren't here this morning.
No, day heats up. But
Yeah.
we got to have fixed for them, didn't we, Luke?
Oh, yeah. I would have went insane without this.
Yeah.
I've just been eating them.
Yeah, well, fair enough.
Protein.
Anyway, always good to be out with a lot of friends. We had a great time. So I will sign off now and say, keep in mind, Always good to fill in some of your day detecting, but remember to fill in all your holes when you're finished. And I'll almost try and get everyone in. We'll catch you next time.
Well, likewise, guys, you're just seeing Coffee Bush Kid finish up there, and I'm going to finish up with my piece, which I've mentioned a few times in the past, but I don't always remember to say it. But that is Think Lucky, Dig Clean, and happy hunting out there for future, and I look forward to seeing you on that next adventure. So cheers, guys, and we'll see you then.